Yo, what's up? Welcome to everybody who is watching the results of the fourth Patreon sample challenge that I am doing over on the Patreon page. So for those of you who don't know, I run a Patreon page. It's been going since like March or April 2020. Basically, there's a whole bunch of tiers. You pick a tier, you pay a monthly fee, and you get access to a whole bunch of stuff. I do tutorial videos. I do track sessions, so one-on-one sessions with people, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. I'm going to be giving away some tracks on there in the near future, which is always exciting. So yeah, go check it out. The URL is down below. It's patreon.com/KyleWatsonMusic. And yeah, so one of the things that I do over on the page is the sample challenge. This one is the fourth one in the series. Basically what happens is everybody on the Patreon page gets access to a whole bunch of samples, and the challenge is to just make something cool and fresh and unique using the samples. So yeah, if you guys have watched them before, they can be pretty cool. If you haven't, that's basically how it works. What I'm going to do is I will play you all of the samples first, so you guys can hear what everybody had to work with. I also did a little version myself, which is quite cool. I had a lot of fun. But yeah, let's have a listen to the samples. This is what everybody had to work with. The rules were that you had to use as many as you could use in as creative a way as possible, and make something that just had like a high production value, was unique, a cool idea, and creative was the most important thing. So let's listen to what everybody had to work with. So these are the raw samples.
Come on, do it.
Please do not be alarmed, remain calm. Do not attempt.
Yeah, this last one is a full-on Foremost Poets a cappella, basically. So there's a lot of stuff that people could have used there. So you can hear there's like there's all kinds of weird things. There's atmospheres, there's some drums, there's some textures. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff that people could have used. So, all right. First thing that I want to go through is I've just put like all of the entries together. I think we got about 22 or maybe somewhere around there. I just cut them all together quickly so you can hear, like, I mean, this is a really cool thing about this. It's like you can make whatever the hell you want. So this is really cool because it's just a whole bunch of different stuff going on. So you're going to hear clips of every single submission.
Come on.
Freak system. Freak system. Freak system.
Do not be alarmed.
The mind, the body.
Come on.
Do not attempt to leave the dance floor.
Remain calm. A test. A test. hypnotism. Remain calm. Updated on our current status.
Yeah, I mean, so those are all of the submissions kind of cut into like 2.5 minutes, and it's really cool. I mean, you can hear like there's a whole bunch of different tempos, there's different genres, there's different styles. Yeah, and that's what makes this cool and super enjoyable. So there's really good stuff in there. As always, a tough one to judge, but I had to pick the top 5. So I have done that, and I'm going to play you the top 5 winners. So let's jump straight into it. Number 5, we have got Jock Lovell, who has done well in previous sample challenges. But let's have a listen to what he's done here. Yes, boy. I really just like the general kind of energy of this track. It's super positive. I can hear a whole bunch of stuff in there. I can hear little chops of the sneeze sample that we heard. Like obviously, like the main vocal elements is a sample from there. Can hear a few of the drum samples and stuff going on there. And yeah, I think just like a pretty high quality record, well produced, creative, interesting, deserving of spot number 5. And then we have got John Hatton. Oh, whoops. We got John Hatton coming in at number 4, new face on the Patreon page, and he joined recently. With his submission. Let's give this a listen.
Please do not be alarmed, remain calm. Do not attempt to leave the dance floor. The DJ booth is conducting a troubleshoot test of the entire system. Somehow, while the party was in progress, an unidentified frequency has been existing in the system for some time.
just really like the groove of that record. I can hear a lot of different things going on. It starts with like the vinyl scratch, which was a little piece out of the Foremost Poets a cappella. I can hear a whole bunch of cool stuff. I can hear little vocal chops, which are giving it like a bit of energy. I just really liked the energy of that record. The production quality is super high as well. And I think like it's definitely something that you could probably turn into like a full record. So nice one. Nice. Going on to number 3. Moschino Music. So these are the dudes. They're from South Africa. I think they've also done well in a previous sample challenge. And they've flipped this into a very sort of South African style record. It's a big sound here at the moment. And they've done a really good job. The production quality is super high, and it's definitely got a cool vibe. And it tells a story, which is cool. So let's give it a listen.
Please do not be alarmed, remain calm. Do not attempt to leave the dance floor. The DJ booth is conducting a troubleshoot test of the entire system. Somehow, while the party was in progress, an unidentified frequency has been existing in the system for some time. And while many of you have been made too brainwashed to comprehend, this frequency is and has become a threat to our society as we know it. This frequency has been used by a secret society in conjunction with Lucifer to lure and prey on innocent partygoers with hypnotism, synchroprism, technology, lies, scandal, and pornography. While the party is still in progress, we will keep you updated on our current status. We repeat.
So much cool stuff going on in that record. I can hear a little piece of one of the little synth lines that they've turned into that little percussive synth. I can hear, obviously they use like the a cappella section in the beginning. I can hear the little do it, come on vocal snips there underneath as the groove comes in. There's a lot of cool stuff happening in this record. I think like just the whole kind of energy of it is really cool. I think the tempo works with the vocal really well. So that was a good decision. So yeah, nice one, boys. And okay, the top 2. In second place, we have got 6 Cities. Also think is new on the page. Coming through with something really interesting, really unique. That is one of the criteria that I said that it's judged on. It's just something that's really like creative and different, and making use of like the samples to tell the story. And this is really cool. I think that 6 Cities has done a great job here. Let's listen.
Please remain calm. Do not leave the dance floor. Please remain calm. Do not attempt to leave the dance floor. Remain calm. With hypnotism. Remain calm. With hypnotism. With hypnotism. Remain calm. With hypnotism. Remain calm. With hypnotism.
Yeah, definitely got a cool vibe there. I love like the cascading synth sound that is used. Yeah, it's really cool. I like the way that swelling like bass sound comes through. It's really cool and it's fresh. It's unique. It's written sort of like halftime house. That's what it sounds like, and it's worked really well. I think it's it's cool. It's got a cool vibe. A lot of samples used in there that I can hear as well. I can hear the sneezes again. A lot of people tended to use that sneeze. It's funny what you can do with the real sounds. Okay, and so number 1. Okay, I mean it was tough, but first place we have got Knox. He's also done really well in a previous challenge. Nice to see he's still on the page. But yeah, I'll play this and I'll chat about it afterwards. Number 1, Knox.
We repeat, this is only a test. This is only a test. A test. A test. Do not be alarmed, remain calm. A test. A test. A test. A test. A test. A test. Do not be alarmed, remain calm. This is only a test.
Come on. Do it.
The soul. The soul. The soul. The soul.
Come on.
Yeah. So I picked that as number 1 because I just like the decisions that Knox has made here. You know, he's pulled like what sounds like the drums from like the drum loop that I provided. He's taken some of those drums, just chopped them up, he's changed the tempo of them, so he's rewritten like the whole drum loop basically, and introduced those metal percussive hits to give it a really cool like sort of swing feel in the first half, which is really cool. It's like a direction that no one else really took. And then halfway through, he's used like the vinyl sort of scratch rewind effect that was, you know, hidden somewhere within that Foremost Poets a cappella. And he's used that to transition into like a different tempo. And he's just got really creative with like his, what have I got? This thing's all flying around in front of my face. He's used, a lot of the elements, and he's kind of just like got really creative and taken it through this journey, which I think is super dope. And you know, the whole track just feels like it's polished, it sounds pro, and you know, that was one of the judging criteria. So Knox, well done, dude. You are number 1. And as I said earlier, I did have to have a smash at this myself. And so I did, as always, every time I do a sample challenge on the Patreon, I do a version myself, and I pretty much use it as a chance for me to like do something totally different from what I usually do. So I don't ever really make like a house record. I've made like drum and bass, I've made like trappy type stuff. And this time around, I used pretty much almost all the samples. I think there were the 2 like little vocal snips that I didn't use, but I almost used all the samples. And I only added 1 synth. And yeah, let's have a listen.
This frequency has become a threat. The positive. The negative. The positive. the negative.
Yeah, I think like just a little bit of a background on the record. Like I said, I use almost all the samples in some way or another, but I want like the track to tell a story. So I chose to use two little phrases out of that a cappella where he kind of goes the positive, the negative, and I kind of try to play off of that. So the first this sort of like section here, we're talking about the positive, and there's one type of sound, or the sound is treated in one way, and then he goes negative, and then the sound changes and like answers the question of that first sound almost. So it like flip flops between these two things. So that was just the approach that I took. And I had a lot of fun. Like I'm actually really dig this record. Obviously all samples, including the drums, were from the original samples, except for that screechy synth, which was something I programmed. But there you go. That is the fourth sample challenge. If you missed the beginning, these are hosted over on the Patreon page. The Patreon page is a place where I make tutorial content and do online sessions with people to just kind of like go through production and share what I know. So go check it out, patreon.com/KyleWatsonMusic. There's a shit ton of stuff on there already, tons of videos, a lot of Q&As and all kinds of cool stuff. So Discord community where everybody can connect. So a lot of cool stuff happens over there. So go check it out. But yeah, until the next time, thanks for watching. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed the beats, and I'll see you soon.